walking like a little child reborn with the great countenance of the kings and the lords, the elders who had founded the earth and its foundation and that of its creator, the light and the darkness, and all of the livestock, creatures, birds, sea, worms, walking like a child with pure wisdom in the stars. I had examined the Bible in many different forms that the great hero known as Beowulf, who came to save Apollo. It is said in some movie revelation, and in my revelations to the brothers in the ark, Artaxerxes and King David, wiglaf, that it was not Apollo, it was Artaxerxes, that Beowulf came and saved his kingdom from the Grendel, the viper Madusan. The Grendel, uh, also said to be a part of the tree of uh, knowledge, with the three sisters singing at the tree with the golden apples in Hercules' time. Artaxerxes, who was said to put Hercules in prison at that time with Herod, and Beowulf and King David came from Judah after taking over John the Baptist and Queen Elizabeth and becoming the king of Judah, moved to, or the prince of Judah, the true prince, the true judge, moving to Hebron to help Artaxerxes in his ark, and that binding ark share with uh, King David of abbybaal, that binding ark share, did they become brothers or equal with wisdom, like-minded in, they say, Jesus Christ the Savior, who was there at the beginning, but had come down in the Saint Matthew, who was crossed in Herod's court for being a tax thief, a thief of the king's gold and silver, um, as in a payment to a debt, uh, an injury, or a loss of something, uh, of unfair law or foul law purposely practiced, anything to that nature, or an actual thief of mundane money. So the concept of the Bible to understand is between two understandings: the flesh and the spirit that uh, lives in this world as a watcher, or a thief in Jesus Christ. They called Jesus Christ a thief. Jesus Christ, who comes, uh, how is the word to put it, in a covet or a union with all people, in the union, a favored one, a thief of intellectual property until all is like-minded in that union. A great speaker of the Lord, like Saint Matthew or other saints that are established uh, in the Bible, Saint John, Saint Mark, other um, saints that are not listed. They said that there is to be 144,000 before the factual deal between the devil Artaxerxes had made with the viper Madusan at that final war with Hercules, that tree of golden fruit, golden apples, and that great Lord of Lords, King of Kings, who is the protector of the golden apples, or the speakers of the Lord, um, in countenance to the saints that are favored in the union, that Herod had exclaimed Saint Matthew to be a thief, and in that theft between what is within, in that union with the king, and who exclaimed Saint Matthew to be a thief. In that union with Jesus above, and only within one, which is the favored saint, did uh, did Jesus get crossed in heaven at the same time Saint Matthew was crossed in the world, and that pig cherubim that is used calls Emmanuel, um, the family of Herod, to be a pig family, Circe, Perseus, and Hercules. So there are two ways to look at this Beowulf story. Um, Apollo or Artaxerxes to have made a consummation with Delphi and the deal of 144,000 in the ark. And Artaxerxes, the penis fish, is a part of the ark. And King David Wiglaf, the earthworms, and all the other worm-like creatures, including children being born into this world from the hands and souls and stars of Orion into the hands and soul of Hades, who had favored King David Wiglaf. Hades is a brother of Artaxerxes in, or brother of Poseidon in the ark, and being favored, King David Wiglaf being favored by Hades uh, in an ark with Artaxerxes with his father Poseidon, brother of Hades. That togetherness, they are brothers, and in that brothership is there a Savior named Jesus Christ, and the many saints that had orchestrated truth from the great gift of the gods, the blessings of purity in the fire, the furnace, the flame that breathes in and out with the dragons of the arcs, the church's ark, or the separate dragons like Ryujin, the separate dragons like Bellong, or Beowulf that rode Bellong, or Odin that rode Bellong, and uh, Zulong, Heelong, Quillong, so on. Uh, Other dragons associated with Anakim, like Fafnir and uh, Pharaoh, uh, with Mephisto or Mephisto, Fafnir, and Pharaoh with Anakim, those dragons, and so on. So Apollo with, they say, the lizard Apollo, who had given a consummation with something for Salamander, possibly another consummation with Delphi, but Artaxerxes in the ourobordous pythionous church. It makes more sense that King David Wiglaf and Beowulf went to Hebron to free Artaxerxes of his Grendel, the viper Madusan. At the same time, Hercules was imprisoned, and in that imprisonment, did some kind of disagreement in the ark of King David Wiglaf and Artaxerxes um, create a war and a loss of the book of life. And in that census that King David Wiglaf, Artaxerxes found Jesus. And perhaps King David Wiglaf was killed, but Hades had favored Jesus as a savior. Hades, who also favored King David Wiglaf in the ark. This is the circle of the Trinity and the ourobordous pythionous church, known to be between Satan and Delphi. Delphi, who consummated a deal with Artaxerxes in the ark, and Jesus Christ, who consummated a deal with Delphi with Satan, the child of Jesus Christ, Satan, and the mother of Satan, Delphi, and the consummation deal with Artaxerxes, with the devil Delphi, the viper Madusan. So this is the way I orchestrated the story of Beowulf, and it's not played on a movie anywhere like this, how I have explained it. But the way I explained it makes more sense for the ark. And the ourobordous pythionous church is a union that is inseparable, last noted to be with Saint Matthew.